that's going to be dipping into the Scarlet Lake. There we go. And I love how the wet here went up there. So I'm just going very, very light. So I can just paint right over that. Just giving that a nice, soft little wash. Oops, oops, oops. There you go. Touch the water. And yeah, that should be okay. Actually, I think that looks a little better. I might do the same thing here. And I'm going over the water. Ooh, I didn't want the water to flow into the sky, but it did, of course it did. So I'm going to take a dry brush, and there it's really going up and taking it out. Okay, and then to make all things equal, I'm going to wet that so there's no water marks. And because I had to wet that anyway, first I'm going to make sure this one's okay. I had that line, I didn't like that line. Okay, so we're good with that. And I'm going to add some of that Scarlet Lake up into here. Please do not run into the sky. Now I'm going to just leave this. I think I will. I'm going to work on the waves here. And that would probably take me quite a little while. But if I didn't want to work on them, I think that would be okay too. But I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, that is still blossoming. So I have my little, very damp little paper towel. I'm just gently going over it because this is watercolor. That's the way it happens. Now, one thing you can do, if that happens to you more than this is not a big issue. But if it happens more, take your hairdryer and blast it. It'll stop all the movement of the paint and you'll be fine. Okay, I like how that is creating some blossoms. And didn't know if that would do that, but it is. So I'm going to try maybe create a few more blossoms. That's how watercolor likes to work. While it is drying, if you add any moisture, then you are creating an unequal volume of liquid on your paper. And then that is when it creates the blossoms. So if you don't want blossoms, don't do that. But as I say that, it's much easier said than done. So if it happens to you, don't worry. It's just part of watercolor. And I'm going to try to just try to make this all blend. Okay, I think that should do it. I'll work on my little waves a little more. I'm just going to make them a little darker. But if I didn't do anything else to it, unless I look at it and I think, no, I think those waves are okay, I'll leave it as it is. So I hope that you enjoy this, and I'm looking forward to painting with you on this.